this is a situation that I'm watching very closely, because I'm trying to really find out where allegedly she signed. And so just, forgive me right now, I'm on my, Jamaican shit, but there's a couple of things that I do need to talk about. So speaking of Shenseea has been, or allegedly, child, because no, we don't really know for sure, but last week, or the last week of March, it was reported that Shenseea is allegedly no longer with Interscope. Okay, so she is apparently entertaining a new deal. So World Music Views, they're just a platform that like just reports on music worldwide, but I mostly see them report on Jamaican stuff, so that's why I be following them. So it says Jamaican dancehall and artist Shenseea officially departs Interscope Records, according to sources close to the matter. The 28-year-old singer originally signed with the label in 2019 through a partnership with Russians Rich Immigrants Records. Y'all know who Russian is? Russian is a big producer in just the Caribbean and Latin markets. And so he signed Shenseea to his label Rich Immigrants, and then they signed her to a joint venture with Interscope. So it says following the success of her breakout single Ludi with Vibes Cartel. Facts. When she got that Vibes Cartel co-sign, that's when everything started to go crazy or whatever. So her first release, I'm sorry, let me just fucking read the words on the paper. Her first release under Interscope, Bless featuring Tago. Y'all know that song? It became a hit, earning gold certification in Canada for surpassing 40,000 sales and streams. The song also charted on the rhythmic audience and airplay charts, cementing her position as a rising global star. It was definitely giving that. And of course, like most people, like that's when I started paying attention to Shenseea. And so it's kind of interesting to see how this article was written, because I sort of thought like she did Blessed on her own, and then that was kind of one of the things that got her signed or whatever. But it seems like she was already signed to Interscope before Blessed came out, which it would be a little bit it would make sense or whatever. Anyway, the two-time Grammy-nominated singer offloaded a series of cryptic tweets recently saying, "Stop blocking your blessings by holding on to people you know you should let go." She followed up with, "I'm so at peace with everything these days. It is what it is," type of energy. Her social media bio, which had her label affiliations, now only lists her new big booking info. Shenseea is the only female Jamaican artist to release 2 albums under a major label in the last 10 years. And as she moves forward, sources indicate she is close to signing a new record deal in pursuit of international success. Man, I'm so sad. Like, y'all know how, I don't know if y'all really know like how much I really be wanting to talk about Shenseea, because it's like, and this is why I'm pushing myself, because I know I want to do it, but I don't know if you guys are interested in it. So like more things on that later. But it's just like, doesn't matter, Destiny, just talk about it, because like I want to show that like there are other artists that I like, and I'll give them their flowers, but I also beat the shit out of them too, So it's like Shenseea stay getting on my nerves, honestly. Every other fucking week she do something that fucking annoys me, but I do love her music. So that's why it's like, yeah, I need to talk about this a little bit more. It's just funny, but it's just interesting now, because like what Tyla is, that's what they wanted Shenseea to be. And I know I've said that before, but like I think she just fucked it up for real, because it's like she tried to be too fucking Americanized when she was doing her first album and shit like that. And the Caribbean people was not fucking with it. I wasn't really fucking with it, honestly, because it's just like, bro, you have to like be yourself. You trying to do this shit too fast. Anyway. And then it's like what really pissed me off about Shenseea during that time was that she was trying to fight off the fans, like, oh, like I want to evolve, I want to be an international pop artist. Like, we get it, like that's fine, that's dope. Like, there are other Jamaican artists who were able to cross over, like Sean Paul and Shaggy, Bob Marley, and the ones that and so it's like, yes, we definitely want that for you, but you have to cement yourself within dancehall first. You have to cement yourself in the culture. And I feel like her first album should have been a little bit more dancehall sounding, rather than whatever the fuck she was doing. Anyway, she got better, last year, but what she said last year was that, let me show you guys. Russian, the producer she was signed to, right? So this is him with Vibes Cartel. He's just one of them producers that, like, I don't want to say he like a DJ Khaled, but like every major like Jamaican dancehall artist has worked with Russian. So he has his own label called Rich Immigrants. And so he has Shenseea signed to Rich Immigrants, and then he signed her to Interscope, to the major label system. And it is a big deal because we haven't, Spice is not even signed to a fucking major label. So you've never really seen this for a Jamaican artist, even though Jamaican music and artists are very, very influential in Black culture, in hip hop culture. So it's, you know, a lot, like everybody had a lot of faith in Shenseea. And so, but you know, so last year she was like, oh, like yeah, so what she said, like the year before, like I was having a lot of disagreements with my team. She was like, me and Russian wasn't even talking. So the guy who signed you, you telling me you went 2 years without talking to him? This is what really be going on? And for what reason? And so it seemed like Interscope was trying to change her. And I mean not change her, but like all of the shit that we were seeing on the blogs, like, you know, you working with what's his name? London on the Track, and y'all doing too much, and then you trying to do this shit with Megan Thee Stallion. That shit was trash. And yeah, like all of this like Americanized shit, it was just too fucking much. Because it's like you need to keep, even though you're trying to move on to an international audience, you still need to keep the Caribbean people because they are going to support you regardless of what happens, right? So my point is, last year she said, "Oh yeah, we wasn't speaking, but now we back on good terms or whatever." And she basically was like, "Oh, I'm basically like taking over, like not taking over, but like just, you know, gonna be making more decisions, you know, like when it comes to music, because it seemed like the label was having a lot of creative control. And but it's like this is what I fucking hate. So you know how these days I'm like, well, you know, I would be cool with where Nikki at, but she keep talking all of this shit, and that's what really pisses me off, right? So for Shenseea, it's like, okay, I can understand to a certain degree that your label was doing X, Y, and Z, but you was also fighting us off. You were fighting the fans off when we was telling you that we wasn't feeling it, it wasn't authentic. You was like, oh, people just don't want to see you win, they don't want to see you X, Y, and Z or whatever. Like Carrie Hilson said in her interview, like, you know, the artists also be protecting people, and it's like they can't you know, they got, I'm sure, like behind the scenes, like they're fighting their label and they're also fighting us, right? So I understand that it is a hard position to be in as an artist, but like, I don't know. I just felt like she could have handled it better. But anyway, her second album was a little bit better. I'm not going to, you know, do too much on it, but you know, well, actually, I just be listening to her singles, honestly. But anyway, I listened to one album cut, but sorry, let me not do too much because who cares? Yeah, so you know, I would say just so that y'all know, like Shenseea, Tyler, those are some artists that I kind of follow, like outside of Nicki and stuff like that. So I'm always looking at what are they doing, what's going on. Okay, she's getting on my fucking nerves, but okay, whatever. So one of the reasons why Shenseea has been getting on my nerves recently is that none of her singles be hitting, bitch. You dropped a motherfucking single like at the beginning of the year or whatever, and it wasn't really it. But it's like they be feeling like it's it. This wait, no, that's not it. So yeah, like she's an amazing freestyler. She's an amazing rapper. But is this it? Yes. They gonna copyright me on YouTube. But I just want y'all to hear how to beat switch. Yeah, the boy, no give you space on him. No set you free, then you better believe him. Funny police, if him go. I don't know. It's just not giving. Like, it's just not it. Because nobody bitch was fucking responding. So then this beat goes viral, okay, in the Caribbean. And she gets on the remix. And I feel like this was just a label force thing because it's like I see like the things that we be talking about in hip hop, I be seeing it in other places now. So I see where it's like Shazia is there. Okay, she do have a lot of fans, but like the majority of the fans, they're not really like consuming her stuff, but she's still getting these opportunities. She's still getting these awards, these opportunities to go on tour, these opportunities to you know, have these brand deals. And as she should not, I'm not hating, but I know it's because of the label, right? So it's like I'm seeing somebody who is trying. They numbers is not really giving nothing, but they're still getting opportunities because of their label. And I wonder that if this is true, that you know, she is no longer signed to Interscope. I wonder how long this is gonna last. I mean, she'll be around, but like I don't know if she's gonna fade away, or I don't know because I'm wondering like what label is gonna sign her next. You know, like I'm sure she did not recoup from Interscope. This is a situation that I'm watching very closely, because I'm trying to really find out where allegedly she signed. So of course, if there's any updates, I will let you guys know. This shit is so fucking annoying. And it's like a TikTok. So it's like they're trying to make it go viral. And so they put her on this remix when Stefflon Don had the better remix, bitch. And so she's about to be on Davido's new album. So her, Victoria Monet and Davido was, I don't know, doing some shit because I think both of them is on his album. I guess they went to dinner or whatever, and she had her do the fucking TikTok. I'm so tired of this goddamn song, and she keeps posting about it. And it's like, it's not even your song because she a feature, right? It's called this other girl named Molly or something like that. The producer who made it is called Silent Addy. Skilly Bang is on it, and Shenseea. They made the official remix, but it's going viral like in the Jamaican scene or whatever. So mad people was doing like their own remix to it. Like a lot of people right now is doing remixes to the What the Helly beat and shit like that. Shenseea should have not been on the official remix. Stefflon Don's verse was better, but that's one of them things where Stefflon Don ain't signed to no label. And so Shenseea is getting the opportunities, both Shenseea and Skilly Bang, because Skilly Bang signed to RCA. Shenseea was signed to Interscope. So they get in the label slots now, right? Because that girl is probably talking to them labels too. So I'm just seeing how all the politics are playing into what's going on with these Jamaican artists as well. So let me see. If we break up, yeah, you know that it's a loss. She ain't even fucking with me on her birthday. She print out in a G-string, my body nice, face pretty when we sit down on the body and a ride, in a paralyzed. Come make we fucking at the right and to the point. Copyright. Your property, me, I'm monopolized. Skin out the pussy for me fucking. And it wet, never dry. Pump up my body, cock it up in a the ride. Yeah, bad man, she love. That's right. Yeah, body big, come sit down on the stick. Copyright. Yeah. It's called the Shake It to the Max beat. They call it a rhythm. And so, it's one of them shits that go viral. Everybody remixes it. Thank you guys for listening to that. She met up with a girl. And actually, what I was going to say is that the girl who made it go viral, she's not even Jamaican. She's African. So she's African. And all of these Jamaican artists is remixing it. Body nice, face pretty when we sit down on the body and a ride, in a paralyzed. Come make we fucking at the right and to the point your property, me, I'm monopolized. Skin out the pussy for me fucking. If we break up, yeah, you know that it's a love. Yep. So that's what that is. And oh my god, because I follow all of them, Stefflon Don, Shenseea, and whatever, it's just on my fucking page every time I come on Instagram. Shenseea just posted about it, just like, yo, you're fucking promoting a remix, and your own music is not even hitting like that. Ooh, it's pissing me off. Anyway, we can move on now.